In the midst of and before finishing this shirt, a little bit of a mechanical project. The youngest child of the house, the one I call Kidiot. The bicycle that was bought for him is a little too big for him yet. So I happened to find this one, which is just the right size. And someone was tossing it out. I guess their kid got too big for it. And it sat too long and they decided it's taking up space and just throw it away. So, let's get this a little bit seized up. Let's get this thing cleaned up and running for the little brat. What do we need to do? Pedals are kind of all jammed up. Handlebars are kind of turned off center. And tires are flat. So, let's deal with first things first. Get everything oiled up and greased up with WD-40. Der Wiener Schleiden der 40. I don't know how much can get in there to the bearings, but hopefully some of it does. Foot down on this, just start pedaling it. It does, in fact, turn. This whole chain. Oh, it kinks out of it. Brakes work. Ah. Still tight. It ain't the chain, it's these pedals. I might have to open up, clean out those bearings. It's getting better. Still knocking a bit. Brakes work. That's step one. Chain and brakes. Let's see about step two. Oh, that's the rubber strip from between the rim and the tube. Get that back inside there, and let's get this thing pumped up and see what happens. Do that steering last. See if it holds air. Wow. Okay. It's going to be difficult to get that to seat. Not on. I'll be right back. I think there's a smaller pump in here that I could use for something possible. I'll check. That one's even less likely. Let's try it from this side, see if there's a better angle of attack somewhere. Nope. Oh, that's not the tool. It's the only available tool then. See if that works. Yep. Holding air. Seems to be anyway. See if this one's any easier. Might possibly be. It ain't hissing. Now, as you can see, the handlebars are not lined up to the front wheel. Well, I know how to fix that. This wonderful trick involving a hammer and a wrench. Set that up for you. So, take the hammer, over there, stand on the handlebars. Ah! Glad I got another fucking thumb. It kind of hurt. Hope this is working. Can't tell yet. I think it's working. That ain't working. I don't think it's any better than it previously was. A little off kilter on angle there. Got to get handlebars looking like that, while the wheel's looking like that. So I got to have some wrenches and see if I can move it. All right, got some of Alan's keys here. Not like he's using them for anything. I'm going to loosen this bolt. Well, shit. I didn't do it. That's surprisingly loose. It's like we need a big fuck-off wrench. Luckily, we were just using one of those with the hammer. Look at that, big enough. That's good to know. Nothing is too tight on this thing. That's disturbing. Except this is in so tight it's not responding to movement. Okay. It's got a rubber seal in it for some reason, so it's protecting the nuts from the water, but It ain't protecting nothing from nothing at the moment. Well, shit, everything's only hand tight. That's not good. So, that means more of this stuff. Well, WD-40 is a penetrating oil. So, we'll leave that sit. Let it soak a bit. Let's see if we can get that thing to move after a few minutes. Bring it back when that happens. Okay, we let that soak for about a half hour. Let's see if let's see if I can move those handlebars straight now. I'll do the same trick I did before with the wrench and the hammer, but since I opened it up to do that, I'm going to have to close that up again. I closed it good and tight, at least hand tight. On here seems to be incredibly cranked down or torqued, so there. Let's get that start it up, turn it over. Where'd my other wrench go? Let's set it down. So, good. Starting to work. It's getting there. Another couple of taps. Oh yeah, it's close. Another couple of taps. That's the other way. That's about as good as it's going to get. So, tighten all this up together. Back where it's supposed to be. Which is to say, roll that rubber band down, get it back under, and now where it's supposed to be, instead of on top of it. Or not, screw it. It's a nut, or it's a rubber band, who cares? Let's open this wrench up all the way. Alright, this first fucker tight. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. Get this top one done up. That ain't going nowhere either. That's all cranked up good. I did it a bit too much. Close that one off. That's where it's going to be. All right, so now, let's see how straight that is. Yeah, that's pretty good. Lines up reasonably well. Now we'll get rid of this broken bell, find some handle grips for them. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. Got some hand grips on there for them. Got rid of the broken bell. Steering works. Tires hold air. Bearings are reasonable. Pedals work, brakes work. It has a back reflector. Could use to be straightened out. There, that's straightened out. And I think the most interesting thing about this bike is the seat. I just noticed that. That makes it incredibly easy for the parents when he doesn't want to ride it. So, when he decides he wants to drop it on the side of in the park somewhere and his parents or his sister are there, they can pick it up and move it, make sure he doesn't lose it somewhere or forget about it and run home on foot. And also keep it from getting stolen. Next step, I gotta teach a little bugger how to ride a two-wheeler. I think there's a pair of training wheels somewhere in the shed. I have to dig those out. Okay, talk to you later.